So my rent didn't get paid this month. Or it did, it's just somebody else paid it. Hi, I'm Stefania. I'm the creator of Bank, a wealth embodiment program. So I think you're probably confused as to how my rent did not get paid. So let me start from the very beginning. This apartment is probably 2.5, 3 times more in rent than I have ever paid thus far in my life. So at the end of July, I was like, I'm going to make sure that I pay myself enough to cover rent and some extras. August 1st comes around and I look at my bank account and my rent hasn't been withdrawn. So I was like, that's peculiar. But I figured maybe it's a holiday, so the banks aren't processing, which is such a weird kind of thought. Nonetheless, August 2nd rolls around. Still, no money has been taken out of my account. So at the end of the day, I decided to email Maria, my property manager, and I was like, hey, can you explain this? Well, today, the 5th, I finally get an answer, and it turns out that someone else's account was charged twice. Now, initially, people are going to be like, well, see, that's the company's fuck up. But that's not what we do here. I teach reverence and responsibility. My ability to respond to my rent not being paid is to find out why it's not paid. Typically, how people respond is what I call an entitlement pattern. This idea that once a company is responsible for something, we are free from liability. But that's never actually the practical reality. My rent is still going to have to be paid by me. I just have to go into the office and pay it now. They've refunded the person the money that they were double charged for. But again, had I not said anything, had I not taken on my ability to respond, someone else could have had a negative impact. In fact, they did, but not one that they recognized until it was nearly too late. So yeah, my rent didn't get paid because of a mistake and a flaw that a company made. But the reality is the mistake that happened was human created. And we have to give space for humanity. You can be mad at the big bad corporations all you want, but at the end of the day, it's not a machine on the other side. It's a person. So we can give grace to the people who work for these businesses' humanity, be responsible and have our ability to respond to a situation and make sure that we are paying what we agreed to pay and that no one else is paying for things that they did not agree to pay for. The kicker of the whole scenario is that the person whose account got charged twice didn't notice. And even if they did not communicate it to the office.